Welcome back to Animal Crossing New Horizons. I'm dear darling, and shall we see what's going on our lovely island of Fawnhallow today, as we'll be relaxing as per usual. Per usual, you know, and that's a normal way that people shorten that word, I'm sure. Yeah, I'm going to record some Animal Crossing, and I'm going to record some pseudo regalia. We've almost caught up to all of our Owls and Sea and Sky videos that I've actually recorded. I've only got 2 more in the backlog. I didn't record them for all of July, mainly because I just didn't. But our fight's been going pretty well. Ow. If you've been wondering. But good evening, everyone. Right now in Fawnhallow, it's 7:34 PM on Thursday, July 16th, 2026. Halfway through the month. Umu's May, when you Champions Meet started. I have qualified for the next round. Am I confident? Nope. It's so random. Well, it's not the most random. It's not as random as it was last time, but it's still kind of random. Anything can happen, you know? Who knows? Will I win? Will I not win? I don't know anymore. But, what am I going to talk about? I don't know. I've got prom line in my head, if that helps. I started playing a little bit of a Genshin event, a new event. It seems pretty cool, actually, to be honest. It seems like it actually changes up quite a lot. There's like it's like a load of, because usually, okay, these Genshin events. Oh, I don't know. Are loads of different like events which are sort of like mixed together. So you would be like, there's a puzzle event. You are Victor or something? Coach. Okay, completely wrong. And there will be a combat event, and then there'll be like some other sort of, I don't know, abstract event. Mira, hello again. But yeah, this one actually seems like it's all like cohesive together, to be honest. Like, it's, you do one thing and it feeds into, like, you're basically diving in and doing a retrieval mission, which I don't know, I guess it'd be like an extraction explorer kind of thing. And then you're playing like a shop selling game. And then you're also like managing like an aquarium, essentially, kind of like on a, and I haven't even gotten to the other stuff. But there's a lot of like random games which are just drawing from other games now, these gacha games, which is very interesting to see. There's the Honkai Star Rail event. I played a little bit of that one. Like, I'd played a little bit of most of them, just to sort of get a taste of what's going on. The Honkai Star Rail, I thought it was Tetris. It's not Tetris, it's Tricky Towers. Like, literally, it is just Tricky Towers. Which I didn't get, because I thought it was Tetris this entire time, and I was playing, and I was like, why is it like, nothing's really happening in this game, but I was like, oh, it's Tricky Towers. I didn't realise I meant to go as high as possible. I just, my brain just locked in very quickly to be like, I need to clear as many lines, I need to keep it as low as possible. But Tricky Towers is all about putting as many things down as possible. Without going over, without things falling off. Hello, Celeste. But yeah. What am I going to talk about today? I don't really know. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna record a couple of episodes, probably with Pseudo Regalia, and then I'm gonna do some art fight stuff. I'm not sure if I mentioned this at some point. Maybe I did. I can't remember. But basically, at some point, I was watching Nine Souls video essays or something, and I stumbled across a call basically for Nine Souls. Someone is making like a mod which is dubbing all of Nine Souls. Like, I found out, and I was like, that's super cool. And it's something which I absolutely want to be a part of. I don't know if I'll necessarily get any of the parts, because I think it's quite, like, I'm not that good at voice acting, so it makes it quite difficult, I'd say. Well, I'm not even a voice actress, so that makes it even more difficult. But I am considering, like, basically applying for as many roles as I think I could plausibly do. I've been listening to other people's auditions and being like, damn, people are like good, but I might as well like send it. So yeah, I don't know, but that could be a fun project if I actually get to be involved with that. I love Nine Souls, this game. So I hope I do. Certainly. You might be like, which parts are you looking to apply for? I was thinking I will try Lady Ethereal, Gormang. I'm basically trying almost all of them, but I can try. But I think I could do, like, possibly. Like, Lady Ethereal and Gormang, I feel like I could do an okay job at. The thing is, Lady Ethereal is, like, really, like, she goes really psychotic at some points, which I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to bring that level of energy, but I will try. Igong's a little bit more reserved and composed, and of course she's got probably a deeper voice, I think, so that probably lends in my favour. I was considering trying Nua, but Nua's, like, really high-pitched. But then I thought it would be really funny if I did both Nuwa and Fusi. Like if I applied for both. I mean, I imagine the scenario where I get both of them. I don't know how this would be possible. So I don't think that's very likely, but I might send it anyway, just for it. I'll probably send G anyway, just for it, because why not? And then I would try and probably do the robot voices, because I think I could do a pretty okay robot voice. I don't know. But I haven't actually recorded. Like, I did like some sort of practice runs a couple of days ago, but then I was like, my voice kind of hurts today. So I'm not sticking with those ones. So probably this weekend I'll try. I'll try again. And normally I do a lot more recordings on the weekend. But this time, obviously, because I want to do video recordings on the weekend, and now I'm catching up to my things, I want to save some time to do that instead. I want to do my video recordings and then I do my voice recordings on the weekend. But yeah, then in the evening I'll probably do some art fight drawings, you know, the regular, the usual. But what am I going to talk about? And apart from that, but that's, I guess, the Gacha update, quote, the daily update. I'm not really sure, to be honest. What Gacha things are... What else can be said? I still have prom line in my head. Back into my heart, you see my devotion. Plug you in, press start. Your heart drives emotion. We'll link our lips on the dance floor, and you'll be mine when I take you from line. Back into my heart, you'll see my devotion. Plug you in, press stop. My heart drives emotion. So in my head right now. Anyway, yeah, I don't know what to talk about. I feel like I'm starting to like play a little bit on the gacha games, you know. Gone other points where I'm just like, I need to be drawing because it's art fight and that sort of thing. Because I sort of, I'm much more conscious, you know. I've done this a few years. I'm like, I don't want to burn myself out on it. I want to do stuff. I want to keep a consistent pace. I don't want to do things where I'm just like, oh, you know, I don't feel like doing it. I'm kind of hitting my stride, kind of not hitting my stride at the same time, you know. And sometimes I'm drawing when I'm doing art and I'm like, I wish I could just do this faster. But I'm also like, I don't practice enough to be able to do it faster. So it's also like, you know, I'm kind of making my own bed, right? That's just how it goes. Yeah, I don't know. Burnout. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, what else? I don't know. I'm trying to think of anything crazy which happened. Oh yeah, England. We lost the semi-finals. People are not happy. That's what I'd say. In England. I'm not surprised. I didn't watch a match. I heard the match, I suppose, from the resonant sounds of people around, shall we say, of what exactly happened. But yeah, I'm not here to comment on the story. Does it suck? Yeah, that's a shame, you know. Was I rooting for England more than Argentina? Yeah. I'm not Argentinian, I am English, so I guess that does, you know, kind of makes more sense too, right? Like, I'm not going to pretend I'm completely divorced from the idea of the fact I'm in my country right now. But I also didn't watch a match, so I don't really know what happened. But yeah. I don't know what to really talk about though. I think. I don't know, conversationally my brain is just like mush right now apparently. Well, actually that's not true. Conversationally my brain is not mush. I feel like with conversational flow it's going, I just don't have a topic, you know, of my choosing. And I guess every topic is always of my choosing, to be honest. That's just kind of how it works, right? I'm the one who decides which topics are to be chosen. Yeah. I don't know, it's been a very long time since I've done like any sort of voice acting kind of work. To be honest, especially on Casting Call Club. I've auditioned for very, very few things. I can tell you what I've auditioned for. I don't know if they're even still there anymore, mind you, but I can look. I'm pretty sure I've deleted them. Or something, but I auditioned for some Undertale thing way back in the day. I don't even know if it's even visible anymore. Was it good? No. That's what I recall. I think I did that back when I was like a teenager or something. It was how long ago was that? But yeah, it's interesting. Okay, so I actually gotta like pay attention to it. Like I don't know how do I look for things which I've saved on? Like I should do this more. I should just look at these things and be like, is there anything I want to voice act in? Just for like funsies, you know? What do you mean I haven't favorited anything? Excuse me? I absolutely have favorited Line Cell stuff. Members? No, projects. What? No, hold on, now I think about it. It's called New Kunlun. Vocalized. Mandarin version? What the heck is going on? Is it closed already? 9 Souls New Kunlun Casting Call Club. I have favorited it. What are you talking about? What's right there? Why didn't it appear before? Okay. And it's got a deadline of 29 days, so there's still like quite a lot. I can't imagine by closing it early. Yeah, I think it'll be fun. You can also do it. Maybe I should also submit for like a small world as well. I don't know which of these actually has the fewest. My gosh, there's a lot for Fushi, huh? A lot for robot narration. No one's doing Igong. Oh my gosh, so many people want to do G. I guess by having an androgynous voice, it kind of lots of voices fit into that type. Not many doing Shaman. I don't know if I can do this. I don't know if I can do the Shaman sustainably. It's a problem. Shenlong. Shenlong in my mind, his voice is way deeper than my voice. I tried. I think Chio's voice is also way deeper than my voice. Hung is way too high for me. I think Yi as a child was also quite high for me, but in general audition. I don't know. I just want to have some mark and miss, wouldn't it? Wouldn't it be fun? Wouldn't it be cool? Wouldn't it be nice? Wouldn't it be nice to live forever? Yeah. I don't know what else I was going to talk about for that. But that'll be something at some point. I don't know. Maybe at some point I've got to get myself like a proper recording booth. Instead of just having my mic and then putting a blanket kind of like held around while I speak. To try and prevent my pants. I also gotta clean my computer. I should probably do that this weekend. Or something, because there's probably a lot of dust in there. I actually bought some isopropyl alcohol. But actually, like, I'm not sure necessarily to clean that. Because I know you can kind of clean it, and it's like not as bad as water, but I'm like, I think just in general it would be a good idea to have. But yeah, I really got to do this. Maybe I should clean up a dust filter as well. I don't know. Maybe I've got to get one of those hand vacuums as well. Maybe that'd be convenient. I don't know. Lots of little things. Lots of little things to be doing. But yeah, I'm just trying to think about like auditions and stuff. I'm not sure if I told this story before, but when I was much younger, I actually did have an audition. Like my life could have gone down a completely different path had this audition worked out. But for whatever reason, I don't know why, my parents submitted me for, or signed me up for some audition as a child. I think it was audition for like McDonald's or some sort of like, some toy or some sort of like McDonald's like Happy Meal or something like that. I don't remember. I can still remember doing the audition like reasonably well. And apparently like I did the first round. Apparently they liked me enough that we were going to do the second round or something. And then I can't remember if I did the second round and then I got chickenpox, or if I didn't do the second round because I got chickenpox or something. But that was it. Just did that once and we didn't do it again. But I do remember actually quite a lot from this audition. I remember being signed up for it and then having no idea what it was. And there was like this big sofa bed which you could sort of like wait on. Or maybe it was a massive sofa, but I sat there and there was like a boy like next to me, like a child as well, who was probably about my age, and we spoke, and I can't remember what on earth we spoke about, to be honest. But I remember we got taken to a room, and there was like this lovely like woman who basically sort of guided us through, and was just basically, I guess, doing the audition for us, just seeing how receptive I suppose we were to doing XYZ thing, or talking about like I can't remember if she said anything about acting. The only thing I do remember is that they brought in some random guy who in my mind looked like a family friend, but obviously must not have been a family friend because that doesn't make any sense. And that family, and she had like this list of like poses or something to kind of do. But weren't like poses like anything grand, but it was sort of like you know, think like gymnastics style-esque sort of like poses or something, whatever. So I remember one of them is he stood there like the Starman from Earthbound, you know, hands on hips, wide stance. And then I remember she pointed out some or whatever, but then she pointed out one which had like had like a drawing of like one kid like hanging from his arm, one kid like crawling along like his shoulders or something, and then like something like that. And I remember trying to climb up to his shoulders to do that or something. I don't know if I did it or not. That's the only thing I remember. I also feel like I remember I cried in the audition, and I don't know why, to be honest. That would presumably be like, oh, you know, we probably shouldn't work with a child who's sensitive enough about it. They cried at a random thing. I generally cannot remember why I cried, or anything else about interview, or like that audition, but that was it. That was my audition, and apparently they liked me enough that I got invited back. And I don't know, maybe I was like polite or something. But then I got chickenpox, so then I didn't go to that second audition, and then I never did any other auditions ever again. But imagine if I didn't get chickenpox that day. Imagine I went to a second audition and I absolutely crushed it. I could have been a famous advert. Actor in an advert or something. I'd be like, this is me in a McDonald's advert from the early 2000s or something. Wouldn't that be strange? I don't know what I'd think about that, to be honest. Because I think it's relatively common that, or not uncommon, like most child actors or people who act as children don't actually go into it as adults, right? They're just like, oh, we just did it like at XYZ point or something. But it's interesting to think about. Anyway, I guess on that note, I'm going to round this episode off here. I don't really have much else to say about auditions. I don't really have much experience of auditions because I was never part of a theatre club or anything. But if you have been watching, thank you very much. This has been Animal Crossing New Horizons. I've been Dear Darling. My likes, comments, subscription, shares, greatly appreciated. Socials, Discord down below. Hope to see each other again, but for now, it's our farewell. So until next time, bye-bye for now.